gosh, it's greatness. Absolute greatness.
Good. Yeah, did you get it?
Nicely salted. Look at that smoke ring. Look at that fat. This one's mine. Remember, chef gets best. Hey guys, my name is Brandon. I'm the general manager over at Black's Barbecue in New Braunfels, Texas, and we're getting ready for Troubadour Festival this weekend. Right here, I've got something special that we don't have on the menu here at the restaurant. These are actually beef back ribs brought to you by 44 Farms. They are sponsoring Troubadour, and they were kind enough to donate some of these beautiful back ribs to us for the event. These are just seasoned with salt and pepper, so it's the same exact seasoning that we use on all of our products here in the store, whether it's our pork ribs, our brisket, or our giant beef ribs that you know and love. We're gonna go ahead and put these on the pit. We're gonna get these ready to go for Troubadour Festival. We're probably gonna cook these for about 4 hours, maybe 5. We're getting them just to where they're about tender. They are a little thinner, so we're gonna have to watch them pretty closely, and then we're gonna load them up. We're gonna get them in a cooler, and we're gonna head to Aggie Park. We're gonna get ready for the weekend. Let's go over here to our cooler. Let's grab some of these racks. These are the beef back ribs that you saw us prepping previously. They are ready to go. We're getting them on the pit. We're running 250 degrees, 275. We really don't want to push it any higher than that. If you do, kind of start to risk burning some of the ends. The difference between these and the giant beef ribs, like we talked about, is they're a little bit thinner. So we need to make sure that we're really watching these when it comes to temperature on the pit. The other thing I'm gonna look for is I'm gonna make sure that none of them are burning. Because they're thin, we may have to rotate these a little bit. I may have to bring some of the ones on the top rack down. I may have to bring some of the ones on the bottom rack up, just so that way we're getting a consistent color. Again, we're at Troubadour, so we want to put our best foot forward, and we want to make sure that color is consistent. We want to make sure texture is consistent, and we obviously want to make sure taste is consistent. All right, guys, like I said, these are going to be on the pit for about 4 hours, maybe 4.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start checking these about every hour, hour and a half, probably on the hour and a half side. It is pretty humid out here, so I think the moisture level on these ribs is going to be just fine. Again, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a temperature, but I'm only looking for that temperature to kind of tell me, hey, these ribs are gonna start softening up. I'm also really gonna be paying attention to the color on these. I want that dark mahogany brown. I want that bark to start getting up there. Once we get closer to our finishing temperatures, then I'm gonna start looking for some of that char that we have on these. It's not gonna be like a traditional beef rib because they are thinner, but really good festival food, really good finger food. I'll see you in about an hour and a half. So it's been an hour and a half. We're sitting right about 9:45. We're gonna check these beef ribs real quick. We're gonna see what the color looks like, and we're gonna get a quick temp on them just to see what they're temping at. Right now, we're starting to get that nice mahogany color starting to come in. These are nowhere near being done, but we're definitely looking at the right color. You want to start seeing that dark red. You can really see it kind of right here on this spot. We're getting that dark red color from the smoke. They're very hot at the moment, so these are temping right about 145, 150 degrees, so we still got a lot more time. Like I said, I'm not looking for a specific temperature for them to be finished at. What I'm looking for is the temperature to tell me that these are about to start softening up. There's a lot of connective tissue in these beef ribs, and we need that collagen and connective tissue to start breaking down. These are gonna go back in, close it up, probably gonna go for another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It's 9:45, so gates open at 12 for VIPs, so that gives us a little bit of time to work with. Right now, we're looking pretty good. We're back again. Hour and 30-minute timer went off. These are starting to look really good. They still need a lot more time on them, but they're starting to soften up a little bit. We still need to get a little bit more play in these ribs. They still have that nice, deep mahogany color that I'm looking for. And they're gonna continue to darken up on the pit, but I wanna check some of these, see where they're at. We may need to do a little bit of a rotation again on these. We've already rotated them once, brought some of those that were on the bottom up to the top. So let's check some of these. Let's see what temperature they're running at. And again, we're just checking the temperature to kind of indicate when they're gonna start softening up. I don't know if you can see that, but these are at 202, 203 degrees. We've got one right here that's at 209. But then these top racks, they're just barely creeping up to 200. So we still have a little bit of play that I want to get into these ribs. So they're not quite ready yet. We're gonna rotate them around a little bit. This is our last check. We're gonna see if those beef back ribs are done yet. I have a sneaking suspicion that they are because I've been checking them off camera. We had some briskets come off because we are cooking briskets today at Troubadour also. So since I had a rack open up, I went ahead and moved some over so we could get some finished. The crowd has been huge all day. We've had a line past the Aggie tent. We got a lot of hungry people that we got to feed, so it's time to get some of these off. Oh, jeez. That's what I'm talking about right there. It's already bending. That's what I want to see. We got plenty of good color on them, plenty of smoke. I'm going to open this damper real quick. Get some of that smoke out of my eyes. Holy cow. Let's check the rest of these. Oh, perfect. Almost like a slinky. Can kind of roll it in between the ribs. That's what I'm looking for. All right, guys, the beef back ribs are done. We've got all of the ones that we brought here up for service. Of course, I had to sneak my own. This is what we are serving here to the fine people at Troubadour. Plenty of black pepper, nicely salted. Look at that smoke ring. Look at that fat. This one's mine. Remember, chef gets best. Wow. Dude. That's killer. Beefy, salty, peppery. Let me know in the comments how yours turned out. Like, subscribe, follow Black's Barbecue, and I'll see you on the next one.